Just like we're bringing up the Verizon tower tonight. They have 180 days from the day they're issued that permit. Now, you've held the people, the residents of this county speak to the fire when it comes to this ordinance. I'm expecting you to do the same. We also have an AT&T tower that's supposed to be going on board National Road. That permit was issued on May 13th of last year. So I don't know how that one's going to work out right now, because I think that's where they're marking the stakes out across from LW right now. You're more familiar with that than I am.
I'm just as familiar as it really as I am.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering how this stuff is working out, because it seems like certain people get more leeway than others.
I have asked Matt Hartley and Mr. Steve Watkins. Now, one of them I think represents the tower company, the real estate, and one is the other.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. My name is Steve Watkins. I am Verizon's representative. I work for ComSite, which is a subcontractor for Verizon that does site acquisition, leasing, zoning, and permitting for the firm.
As Mr. Grant said, but we are made to look like idiots because we continually, as he said, he was right, to approve zoning for various cellular companies. And I just want you to state your name, who you with, whether you with Verizon or the tower company for the record, and explain to us what's going on and what we can expect.
Okay, I can certainly do that. So my name is Matt Hartley, technically Matthew Hartley. I am with Verizon Wireless. I am a Verizon Wireless employee. I am the Georgia, Alabama senior real estate manager. So what my responsibility and what the team that works for me does is they handle all of the land acquisition, modifications to towers on existing new towers, rooftops, easements, pretty much anything that's not encompassing a in-building system, stadium projects, things like that. So so my team for Georgia, Alabama handles everything cell tower related. So the problem that we've had, and again, the communication to you all has not been from us. It's been through our site acquisition companies that we started this project roughly early 21. And so that's one of the reasons I wanted to come down. I'm not saying this was not information that was provided to them. So it's nothing on ComSite who was communicating this to you all. This was communicated by Verizon to ComSite, who was then communicating that. But I wanted to come down personally as Verizon to interrupt them.
Do we have any date of when we think this tower will be up and running?
Second week of July, yes, sir. I feel very confident second week of July that we will have that tower up.
So the code says that they have 180 days from the date the permit is issued
Okay.
to have it fully operational.
Are we at that 180 days?
We have passed that 180.
Where are we now? You got any idea? We 190 or?
We're about 190. Yeah.
Mr. Collins.
Mr. Hartley, you represent Verizon, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me in 25 words or less why we don't have service? Everything you said is going by my little brain.
We have to have it. I will try and make it as brief as possible. I don't know if I can hit 25. I know I just said a whole lot.
Well, you can say 30 words. Just I want to understand when I walk out of here what to tell people.
Yes, sir. So it's essentially the link that puts that tower into our network is not up yet.
Okay.
Half of that link, which is going on the tower in Columbia County, that project has not completed yet. As soon as that project is complete, we'll be able to talk to double branches and optimize them. We are in the business.
Well, thank you. That I understand.
Yes, sir.
One's ready, one's not. I've been told over the years that there's no way we can beat Verizon in court. But I can tell you, sir, going forward, when I'm asked to vote to put another tower up, I'm going to think long and hard if maybe I want to take them up in court.
To be a little clearer, it's a complex thing, okay? So we've been dealing with three different people, okay, three different companies. So ComSite is the acquisition group. So they package this thing together, and say, this is a good site. They get it through planning and zoning, and then they hand it off to a construction company that actually owns the tower, okay? I don't believe that Verizon actually owns this tower. It may be a subsidiary of Verizon.
Well, so what we do with that in that situation, so ComSite is the site acquisition company, so we hire sites, so they are working for us. We tell them that this is where we want to go. And as you said, they put that package together to get everything done with that. So as we're doing that, when we sign the lease with the landowner, that is a Verizon signed lease. And then what we do is we have basically we call it a build-to-suit program, where we have tower companies that then we have agreements with them where they build the towers. So they are able to sublease on the towers, but we get, rent, maintenance and things like that. So we do all the upfront work, they build it, they maintain it, they physically have it, there's contractual obligations.
So you don't actually own the tower, you're leasing space in the tower.
So we are, yes, we turn the tower to them, they lease space back to us, and that's how the deal is structured.
So basically, there's three companies involved. There's a site acquisition, there's a tower company, and then there's the user, and they can sublease. The tower company can sublease to AT&T or to co-locate on that same tower.
Okay, we got a dinner meeting with the people here after a while. We're supposed to be running late, but we have been talking about the double branches tower. While we're here, let's hit on Loco and Amity. Are they in compliance with us now?
Okay.
We need to do something different.
So the Loco site has passed its 1 year mark.
So it's out. They would have to come back to all three rezoning to go.
That is correct.
Okay.
The Amity site is still in play. It's less than a year. However, this board, in its motion, decided not to allow me to issue a permit until this site was up and operational. So even though it's still in play, I can't issue a permit until this site is operational.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Have they came to you asking for the permit yet?
They have not.
So we haven't had to exercise that because they haven't.
That is
come.
correct. They're ready to go. And I had a conversation with, I think it's a different, yes, Harper. I had a conversation, they didn't ask me for the permit, but they asked me, when we would be able to issue, and I told them as soon as this was operational. So they haven't requested a permit.
So now you can tell them 60 days if this is in operation.
Don't tell them
Okay.
Tower 2 real quick. AT&T Tower on Ashmore Barton Road was issued a building permit. However, we have withdrawn the permit because they are redesigning the footings. Originally, it had 3 separate concrete pad footings for the legs of the tower. Gone back and they're redesigning that footing, and then they will resubmit for a building permit. So right now, they're kind of...
A building permit to build the tower?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So they have changed that in the design of the tower then?
The footing of the tower. The tower is still the same.
Footing
as
of the tower.
Correct. The tower will still be a lattice-type tower that y'all approved. The footing is actually being redesigned.
So they have come to us and your office knows what's going
Correct.
on there. So
That is correct.
They got time.
That is correct.
All right, let me be sure now. Loco is gone beyond its time. It's over. They'll have to come back to us. Amity,
Is waiting on the completion of this tower to be able to pull a permit.
and you think then they'll be ready to go with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, any other questions? If not, I appreciate y'all taking the
Really
time.
appreciate the time, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Watkins, thank you too for coming.